over. It's over. So we done talked 55 minutes. I ain't got no. The real topic is just.
Is he breaking up to y'all?
He's breaking up.
Yeah.
He done broken up, and now we got this right here.
So I think did you want to go back to the original topic? What was the show topic that we were supposed to talk about?
It's no. I have no idea. We move on. We're gonna move on back to some side topics that we can talk about. You have a couple of options. We could talk about Georgia not requiring driving tests anymore. So
hold on, you gonna have to reset your
type that in.
Hey,
yeah, you gonna have to put your comment over in the side of somebody to read it.
So I think what he said was he was giving us a choice of what we was going to talk about. So do y'all want to talk about the original topic of the show, which is, I think, do your ex make you better
for someone else?
And
did you feel bad about it?
I think, and I think he had another topic which he wanted to talk about. And so
I didn't know that we expounded upon that original topic. That's a good topic if we ever get Mike back. I know he over there playing with his stuff.
We got
that sounds so horrible. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Doing it on camera.
Sounds so horrible.
For free, he can do that on OnlyFans. If y'all go to the Cut OnlyFans page, you can see Country Boy, playing with his stuff, trying to get it together.
Oh shoot!
And look, he over there trying to talk real serious too, but he ain't saying nothing.
Okay, so let's go to the X question and let's just answer that one and go from where y'all.
Yeah, when we get Mike back,
you can expound upon that, and eventually Mike and maybe G-Dub will come back, and so we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So the question was, I think this was based upon what Insecure from last weekend, which I didn't finish watching. And basically what it says was that
is Mike still working now? I think.
He's still. Issa felt like.
He's still lagging.
Who, me? Or
no, go ahead, Ryan. He's straight.
Country boy.
So Issa felt like she made Lawrence better for what's the name of the chick that he's with now?
I didn't commit a name to memory. I've only seen the first episode of the season.
What the name is? Condola.
You there, G-Dub?
So is
horrible old school name.
So did he make Lawrence better for Condola? That is the question.
She didn't. Issa and Lawrence's relationship was horrible. Like it was not a good relationship. She's struggling, he's struggling. What about Issa? Like Issa didn't even have her life together when she was with Lawrence. Like her and Lawrence breaking up actually caused Issa to have to grow up along the way, and she didn't grow up right away when she was with the other dude. So it's like, what about Issa made him great? Like she was ready to break up. She did some sketchy stuff. He found out that he breaks up with her. Like, what did she do to make him so great? Like, I don't see where she built him up. She put him through school. I think, what did she do?
I think more or less like, what did breaking up cause the other person to focus on? Right. Like, okay, right. Maybe they were just so in love with you. You was like they everything, your every moment. When y'all broke up and you were forced to look at yourself like, man. And maybe some of the things they were saying that hurt your feelings were true. Like, well, maybe I do need to kind of leave that alone or tighten up on this or leave that. So sometimes it's just a matter, not that they did something or they said some deep, but sometimes it's just the fact that, you know what, let me get my life together. Because she ain't my boo no more, so I got time.
But let's be for real. Typically, your boo wasn't the first person who told you that. Like, you done heard it before,
Why she got to be the victim? Why did she get to be the victim all the time?
Right. Why she
Go ahead. I brought up a better perspective of it is, did the ex make you better or did the exit make you better?
The exit.
Leaving that person, did that really make you better? Because like typically what happens is when you break up a relationship, supposedly what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to break yourself down and figure out what you did wrong, what you really want, all that kind of stuff, put yourself back together and then go back out there on the market. So if that is the case, then that is really what made you better, was this person telling you, oh, I don't like you because of X, Y, and Z. And you're supposed to go out there and think about it, fix yourself, come back to the next relationship like that. That is the question. Is it the exit that made you better, or is it the ex that made you better?
I think it could be both, right? Because your time, for me, time spent with another person, just in general, you got time to learn, right? You learn things about them that you don't like, that you didn't know you didn't like. They learn things about you. You all, experience as a teacher in itself. So you definitely can, your ex or the person that you would previously, I agree that, in some capacity or another, contributed something to your life. You know what I mean? So I take that approach on it, that, just about anybody you meet in life has the potential to invest in you, whether they want to or not.
And I think my thing is, and I think people, men and women, get caught up in it. That idea, like the whole Beyonce Ring the Alarm song, where they don't want to break up with them because they feel like, look how far they done got while I was with them. And now if we break up, somebody else is going to benefit from all this hard work I done put in. And the reality is sometimes you also have people going, well, I'm going to wait it out for them to become the person I want them to be. And the reality is they ain't ever going to be that person with you. And then they see y'all break up and you see them be the person you wanted them to be with somebody else. But the reality is they were never going to be that person with you.
Yeah,
I don't care if y'all stay together 20 years. They were never going to be that person with you, because y'all dysfunctional relationship was y'all's dysfunctional relationship. You have men and women who decide they want to be a better person with another person. Mm-hmm. They just grew up at a different point and they weren't that person with you. Now, you may learn some things, like the bad guy was saying. You learn some stuff about them that you like, you know what? This ain't gonna work. And I now know I don't want this in my next relationship. But with that, I understand I'm gonna have to be a better person too. And I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff that's with me for us to be in a healthy relationship. So I'm happy I was in this little dysfunctional relationship to learn that this ain't gonna work. And in my next relationship, I'm gonna be better. So I believe it could be both.
So
I'll tell you what, pay me back my student loan that I paid for, since you're such a better person now. I need my car notes paid back to me in such a better position. No, what you ain't gonna do is come in here and make it seem like I done something. I done supported your little funky growth, and all of a sudden you done grew on somebody else. Want my seed money back.
But the new me says I need all my money. Thank you for your investment.
That's hilarious.
I can see how she do that way. At least on the show, and I don't know what you guys talked about, but at least on the show, she's trying to absolve herself of her culpability in the situation.
Yeah, I gotta watch this episode.
Yep. She if you haven't seen Insecure, she cheated on Lawrence. The reason why they're broken up is because she cheated on him. She is completely responsible for the fact that they're broken up. So her being upset that he's a better person for someone else, chick, this was your fault. You're the reason why you guys are not together again, not right now. But in real life, even if you weren't responsible for it directly, like you didn't cheat on him, y'all are together for a reason. It's not something that just happened. You know what I'm saying? He might be a better person, but he wasn't like y'all would he wasn't gonna be a better person with you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even if he was a better person, a better person with you, obviously you're not together for a reason. It's spoiled milk. And the idea of dreaming and wishing that you guys are going to get back together and he's going to be that guy, you're going to be disappointed. It's spoiled milk. It's like going in the refrigerator, open the spoiled milk, and all of a sudden be better than it was yesterday. No, it should be spoiled. It's always going to be spoiled, you know? I mean, like, I just think of it like, that's what happened to me and Shantae. Like, you know, Shantae has clearly made me a better person. If y'all had known me in 05.
She's out there on the polls.
Hey, it wasn't bad.
Make sure you post that content of what you was doing while the camera was down to our OnlyFans.
Had to give him a little setup straight before I came back.
We're trying to get that money.
So if she would have said, I made Mike better and now we're not together, I can see how she could have that legitimate gripe. I can understand how she could feel that way. But we still not together anymore, and it's not. That don't really change that. You need to move on. Matter of fact, I think this is indicative of somebody saying you need to stop following your ex. That's the problem here. You follow.
Well, here's the thing.
Let it
so
go.
It's not so much that your ex made you better, as much as you like. It's almost we're self-centered. Let's be for real. Every individual is very self-centered, and the idea is I made that person much better. And at the end of the day, that person decided to change. You didn't make them become a better person. You didn't, as much as you believe it's in your power. Mike changed in his relationship with Shantae because he decided he wanted to be with her, and these are the things that he needs to do if he's going to be able to stay with her. That was still Country Boy's decision. That wasn't Shantae didn't do anything to him to make him decide that he was going to be the person he needed to be for them to be able to stay in a relationship.
Listen,
and that's
this is the thing. You ain't see the stuff that Shantae was doing. So we ain't gonna just stand around and act like Tamar wasn't out there working miracles.
Listen, the family. I'm aware. When Country Boy entered the picture, I had already heard about Country Boy before I saw him and met him. And trust me, the family, all family and friends were praying that he make it, because Country Boy was cussing around the elders in the family. We were like,
I'm a grown ass man, dog.
Matter of fact, I still
pray for Country Boy. Pray for him.
Oh, listen, fucking bullshit.
Like, I'm a grown ass man, dog. I say what I say. I say what I say.
Listen,
I ain't always right, but I ain't never wrong.
It was some prayers that went up for Country Boy. Lord, he treats her good. So if he could just get his mouth together, Lord, he treats her right. Just let him get his mouth around the elders together.
What's funny is the thing that probably would change it is Baby Boy. But like, yeah, you might want to stop cursing as much.
No. Yolanda say the same thing. I just like, listen, say it, do as I say, not as I do.
It works out. Both. I don't curse. I don't curse unless I'm in my car and driving. Both my parents cuss like sailors always have. I was allowed to be a cussing 2-year-old. Like, I was allowed to cuss, not get in trouble. I come from a strong family of cussers. Like, every other word is a cuss word. I can't be home 2 minutes without every word, other word being a cuss word. We turned out okay. Some of us didn't go, it's enough cussing in the family. I don't need to cuss.
But see, that's the funny thing about it is that, like, my parents don't curse, not one bit. And me, at a certain point, I just said, "Yo, I like cursing, so let me say some curse words." But now I'm at the point now where I'm like, "Yo, I need to pull back these curse words," because one time I was talking to my dad and I was letting some curse words go, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you need to watch your mouth." And I was like, I'm gonna watch my mouth. I'm watching my mouth. The next thing I know, a curse word slipped out. And so what you find is that like you said, which is that, like, yo, I can't be around people who don't curse, because now every other word I'm cursing, and it's become a natural state. And so, like, I'm just letting this stuff fly, and then, you know, these non-cursing people are like, I might have to ask you to leave because you're not understanding the rules.
Here's the thing. If I'm in your house, then I guess I might need to go and leave.
I just needed to give my nephews options. Everybody else in our family cusses. I needed to give my babies some options. Now they cuss now too because they're grown men, but they can't say they didn't have an option of somebody who didn't cuss in the family.
The crazy thing with me is, though, when my mom was alive, I don't think I've ever said a cuss word in front of my mama. She might have overheard one, but just, you know, as general conversation, I couldn't cuss around my mom. With my dad, I don't know, just don't give a shit. Whatever comes out now. I'm grown. But for some reason, I couldn't do it around my mama. Still can't do it around people that, you know, treated me like their kid. That's a woman. I don't know what that's about.
I report my parents because I have friends who didn't believe me. Like, because my friends knew that I didn't curse, they couldn't imagine that my parents curse. So I have recorded them. Of course, I have done Marco Polos now. So that they truly understand. Like country boys, in-laws love to hear my parents cuss. In particular, my mother, who is the cusser of all cussers. And they are entertained. She never lets you down. It's a string and a tapestry of cuss words like you have never seen.
Oh man, I need to see that. That's a show.
Oh, she's
great grand cussers.
Oh, she's highly impressive.
That sounds like a Christmas story. Yeah, like a dad from a Christmas story.
But no, my aunts, for some reason, they still like to this day, they will still apologize if they cuss in front of me. My aunt would be like, "Well, I told them hell shit." I'm like, she was like, "Oh, excuse me, baby." I'm like,
I have yet to receive an apology. I have never received an apology for the cuss words I have been exposed to.
Like, well, that's just my friend, nigga, I'm a grown ass.
Right.
Y'all could be boyfriend and girlfriend. You got a lot of me. Like, I'm not riding the backseat of the car no more. Like, stop it.
Yo, I have literally had my mama say something to me when I said a cuss word, and I'm like, it's not even like a good cuss. I was just like, yo, that motherfucker fucking up. And she'd be like, yo, what did you just say?
Those are a lot of F's in there. Now, I thought you were going to do like a little A word or, the D word.
Not a level
the 1970s, 80s acceptable to cuss on TV words. Those were the itty bitty cuss words you could Florida Evans.
But this is in the context of a whole conversation. So we didn't pass a bunch of words.
Mama don't care.
And so
those two stuck out.
Just those two. None of whatever else I said stuck out, which was the better information. It should have stuck out. Just the two F-bomb word. Those. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Listen, because she can have her hands on her hips and say, "I know I didn't raise you that way."
What? You're right.
She can put wait, that's a conversation for a different topic, a different time. We not even like, no, we're not even good.
Well, Mama Wicker over there looking. Mama Wicker like, he does the most.
Yo, she said it. He does the most. I mean, like I told my kids, I say I don't curse because I don't have something else to say. Yeah, I could drop a bunch of ACT words on you. But what happens is if I drop all of them on you and you looking at me confused and you like, man, I gotta go Google every other word you say.
You get to Google.
No, they don't want to Google. So I'd be like, fine then, let me dumb this down for you. You a stupid motherfucker.
Ow. Okay.
Just block with the kids. Hey, let's hear you, little stupid motherfucker. If you don't take your
I could have used a bunch of 8 and 10 letter words, and you would have been like, saying to me, okay,
Did you tell us that you don't say the N word till you get on here? You get around us. We start saying nigga. Next thing you know, you saying nigga.
I try not to say that word.
That word is ain't that word what do you call it, addictive or whatever? Because I went some years without saying the N word, but then you start hanging around your friends again. It's like nigga this, nigga that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what happened.
But man,
country boys start saying the N word, and the next thing you know, you're saying it too. And I'd be like, yo, what? I gotta fix myself because I can't be saying that word.
Wow, you just gonna just throw me under the bus. Everybody
it'd be straight to you. Nobody would have said the N word all day. Country boy come around and he'd be like, nigga.
Right. Like, his favorite transition. Nigga.
Like nobody country boy. Nigga.
Nigga. We need to put that shit on a t-shirt. Nigga.
And like I will go like weeks without saying the word. Get around country boy. He'd be like, nigga. I was like, nigga. And then next thing you know, you like, nigga, I feel you.
Every nigga is a star.
I hate you.
Did you guys ever see that meme about the Karen calling people Karen like a new N-word?
No, it's not. I you told me that, and I was like, I ignored it immediately. There's no validity to that, and no way. Okay, nigga. All right, well, niggas.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I feel like, especially with the N-word, that the one thing about Black people, and I kind of thought about this a little bit when we were talking about the itis, is that we're people that we take things that were negative and we just repurpose them for whatever the fuck we want to do. Like I said last week, I think that was last week, we were talking about nigga-itis, and I was like, nigga-itis, that sounds horrible. Why would I ever say that?
But his thing, you before you just said that nigga got the itis, didn't put them together.
No,
right.
You got the itis. You got the itis.
Nigga, I got the itis. I bet you do. And white people from a certain age are like, I told you. I told you. Look at him. Oh, that was good.
That's exactly what I thought he did. You want some watermelon?
You know I love watermelon. Stop.
Oh man, I purposely do not eat watermelon unless I am like around close friends and family. I will take it to another room.
In the corner eating watermelon like this, like I don't know about that.
If I'm in public, I will get a fork. Like no, I can't.
Look at his lips.
Listen. We used to have little cookouts at the house when we was a kid, and you know they just chop you big old pieces of watermelon out and walking down the street, just like the goddamn picture, eating the watermelon down to the white meat.
Oh my god!
You man, from dancing down the street in some tap dancing shoes.
Listen, I the time. If you look at listen, my whole family stayed on the same street, and that's exactly what we look like. Dancing around the street, eating watermelon. I got $1. I got $1. I got $1. Listen, we was tagging that watermelon. That shit
and everybody else, because here's the thing.
I was in the grocery store one time. This was it was like a white color. Like, we got watermelon. I was like, how dare you offer me something like that, whitey? What makes you think that I would want watermelon, sir? And he offered to the white lady behind me. I was like, okay, I get a piece.
Right.
Yeah. Then you turn around and was like, yo, I'll take a whole one. Let me get that whole one right there. Let me thump it to make sure it's right.
With basketball too, where people are like, hey, you play basketball? How dare you? Copperzoid tell me I play basketball. Yeah, I mean I do. But
why would you ask me?
I was actually excited about playing.
Exactly.
I was like, before you said something, I was gonna sign up anyway, but because you said something, I had to pause and think about it.
I hate to say it, but are some stereotypes kind of true sometimes?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, they're just not linear, because fried chicken is not popular in the South just because Black people like fried chicken. Let's be for real. We're not supporting all the chicken.
Is it? I've never been anywhere like, man, don't bring fried chicken. I've never heard that. No. Ever. Don't bring fried chicken.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the quick thing. If somebody going, I'll bring the fried chicken, they're not cooking it. They're going to one of these 50 million fried chicken places and picking up fried chicken. And you mad when it's some baked chicken. Like, who asked you to bring baked chicken?
I'm going to tell Pops.
Nobody asked for no baked chicken.
Pops used to be like, hey, I'm going to bring some chicken and then go get a bucket from Hardee's.
Absolutely.
You're an asshole. Hardee's.
But he had a coupon. I'm sure he had a coupon. Hardee's always got a coupon for that chicken.
But
he always have a coupon for that family deal of chicken and them Hardee's.
That chicken was the worst of the bunch. Like, of all the chicken places.
No, like OTR Mike said, white people eat more fried chicken than we do. True, but their fried chicken is totally different than ours. I remember somebody showed me a video of somebody and they was like, I'm gonna season the chicken, and this bitch took a pinch of salt and sprinkled it over the chicken. And
that's not Paula Dean. That was not Paula Dean. You saw who made that chicken.
My head went like, huh? Like,
that's what. Wait a minute. First and foremost, that's supposed to be in the refrigerator all night. Elbow deep in laundry.
That should have been soaking in something, either some salt water or some buttermilk.
I'm probably alone on this, but I kind of want to uncancel Paula Dean. I kind of like Paula Dean.
Oh, I own it. Listen, listen, she was an older white woman from the South. I assume she had said the word.
I assumed just kind of knew. I think you were saying you said nigga a whole lot of times before.
She never said the word nigga, then we could cancel her. She's like, I've never said the word nigga in my life. I'm like, really? But the fact that you owned it, like I knew that. Like I'm okay with that.
I knew that. Just your age and you know better, you do better. I still use her recipes to this day. Now I don't know about going to her restaurant, but I'm still using them recipes because the recipes are good.
That restaurant is questionable. Seriously, it's not what you want. We didn't been there. One of the places me and Shantae love to go is Savannah. Like we go to Savannah like once a year. If it wasn't for this COVID-19 stuff, we probably would have been there. And Paula Dean Sons, of course, is there. They got the buffet. You know what I'm saying? Line be out the door. You can get reservations. You get reservations at Paula Dean's for 8:30. You're not getting sat till like 9:20. Right? You think if you're gonna sit, if I'm sitting, I got reservations, I'm gonna sit for 45 minutes. This shit better be the motherfucking bomb. And I'll tell you, it's trash.
Just go to Uncle Bubba's.
Like, wow.
You don't have a way to Uncle Bubba's. Just go to Uncle Bubba's.
Nah, man, don't do it. If you go to Savannah, don't go to, I mean, you gotta go to Paula Dean because it's kind of a thing.
Well, you probably missed your boat now because we're gonna judge you. So don't go right now. Don't go where we can see you. You know we love to judge. Take a picture.
Oh yeah.
Look at this sell out.
Oh, you can judge right here first. Like, you might as well. Do you have? Did you tap to get in and with a piece of cornbread in your mouth, there, boy?
You playing jazz music on your way in, brother?
So you probably missed the boat to go and not get drug in these streets, but. The recipes are good. The recipes are Southern. She cooked Southern food. It was Southern.
But what they do well though is their hoe cakes. Their hoe cakes are them things are the bomb. Matter of fact, Shantae bought a mix of the hoe cakes.
You want a hoe cake?
She got made up. Did I made that shit up? Okay. She said no.
Oh yeah, get clarification. Like no, that didn't happen.
No.
But I remember though, I was making them at the crib. What was wrong with my mind?
She said that wasn't Paula. No, get that right.
It was the ooey gooey butter cake, which was that was.
Oh yeah, I still make that and I use her recipe. What you want me to do? It's a solid recipe.
It's some stuff on there that was like, yo, these are gems. But overall, if you go, like, nah, it ain't it. But when she was on Food Network, she was using like all the butter, like a whole stick of butter.
And everything.
On
everything.
You say drop that stick of butter in there.
You know it's gonna be good. Like I can look at this recipe and tell you it's gonna be the bomb because you started this thing off with a stick of butter. She's like, put a whole stick of butter in the pan.
I had never seen somebody cook greens with butter. I was
a bit far for me, but I'm the whole controversy with her saying the word and her getting diabetes. I'm like, I assume she already had that too. Like when she
been beat it 4 or 5 times.
No. We knew that. We know that when you saw it. But it wasn't the N-word for me. It was the fact that she was planning like a party plantation style with like black servers.
We can't do
That's why I was out. I was like,
we can't do that.
You're like Django.
Exactly. Like we're having a Django party.
Exactly.
You want us to treat them like white people? No.
You was like, I was with you. Up until you did.
Up until the party. So I still use the recipes that I have. I can't go to her restaurant. I can't buy any of her pots and pans. But the recipes are good. I don't know what to tell people.
She probably stole them from somebody. She probably stole them from her.
She probably did, but I mean, when you Southern, you cook how you cook. Like
Big Mama told her what to do.
Exactly.
And
Big Mama said, goddamn way, you put season all in there.
It's not like these recipes are like magic. Like some of these things gonna have common ingredients. You can't tell me you stole somebody's fried chicken recipe. Your fried chicken recipe is probably the same as 1,000 other ones because this is how you make fried chicken. Other than like
so what you put in there?
No,
Different ingredients.
No, brother.
Nah, that's a bunch of ways. It's 1,000 fried chicken restaurants for a reason. There's different ways to fry chicken.
There are different ways to season.
And
This fried chicken with only seasoning in the flour.
But at the end of the day, they generally taste about the same. Like
we
about
to take the country boy out your name. We about to take country boy.
We talked about
we already
and how Deltas were charging like $21 for fried chicken, and we mentioned there was an apex with fried chicken. It could only be so good, right?
But you can't charge me $21 for fried chicken. No.
Yeah.
First of all, I ain't paying $21 for a piece of fried chicken.
Exactly.
So a little bit of that is we gotta come up with an acceptable price. But I've had fried chicken where obviously the flour was seasoned and then the chicken was not, disappointing. And I've had it that the chicken was seasoned and the flour was not, disappointing. So it's like you gotta season both, but then not over-season it.
What's that place in Atlanta?
Like when
it rises up. It's a restaurant in Atlanta that rises up. It's like a cylinder, like a spaceship, and it spins while you're eating. So it's real slow, and you get a good view of the city. And I don't like chicken breasts, but these motherfuckers brought me out a piece of fried chicken breast that had me in tears. I was crying while I was eating this chicken. This is the best goddamn piece of chicken I'd have never had in my goddamn life. Oh, and then,
Was it still hot?
Oh yeah, it was still hot. The macaroni and cheese was still hot. I mean, Jesus just crying and eating. Like, I don't believe that they put back there frying this chicken. So it's levels to fried chicken.
It is.
You can just bring up KFC versus Popeyes versus Bojangles, and that'll show you that there are levels to fried chicken.
There are.
Yeah.
And
KFC in last place.
And who?
I agree.
KFC.
Yeah. Like I only eat KFC like if there's no other choice.
And it's super close. And
I'm more than like.
And you still open. Ain't nobody else.
KFC still better than Bojangles. You haven't cut that out.
Yeah, I mean, I would eat KFC over Bojangles.
Ain't nothing. There's nothing.
No, I'll get them wings for Bojangles and call it a day.
As far as fried chicken, as far as fast food fried chicken, Bojangles is the bee's knees. It's as good as it gets.
No, it is not. Popeyes.
This is why you made that earlier statement that all fried chicken is the same. Bojangles is the apex of fried chicken.
It's not like I haven't had all this fried chicken. If you go to KFC, they fried chicken all soft and weirdly mushy.
They got crunchy. They got crunchy fried chicken.
No, you need
extra crispy.
The only chicken places that are on the same level is Popeyes and Bojangles, and everybody else is pulling up like second.
No, I wouldn't even put Bojangles on the same level, bro. Bojangles to me is trash. Just gonna say it. Bojangles is trash.
The bow rounds and the fries is fire though. The bow rounds and the fries are fire.
But that's coming from a person who deep south. Again, fried chicken is different when you're from the deep south.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Like if you've never been to a fried chicken cookout, you don't know. We got
gas stations that make better fried chicken than Bojangles.
Honestly,
hey, it's an Exxon in Jackson.
It is different.
Greensboro, wax paper, wings and wet. Let's get it from the Citgo gas station.
We talked about this a little bit because I remember. I was telling you about that place. God, what's that on Graham Street? That had the pork chops, the bone-in pork chop sandwich.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
A bone-in pork chop sandwich on white bread. I don't even know why they give you white bread. I can't even eat it.
I don't even want that.
Oh man! But no, it's got to stop up the grease because that's the
you need that bread to catch that grease.
Because all you do is then put a little hot sauce on the bread, flip it over.
You already know. Listen, we used to.
Let me tell you what I do. I ripped the bone out. I ripped that whole bone out.
You ripped the bone out.
It's already cooked. I don't need it no more.
You gotta eat around it. That's the grip. That's how you hold it.
With
that little middle piece of the bone.
Time out. Ask him, does he does he suck on the bone after he's done?
He didn't throw it away. He listen.
Oh,
we didn't
wasted food. Wasteful.
Right.
Wasteful ass
people. That he really ain't country boy. So we know he ain't licking the bone.
Oh, you don't.
I need to know one thing about country boy. Country boy is from the city of Charlotte. City of Charlotte.
So city country.
Of city country.
Listen, we used to go in our city, of all 1,000 people from our city. We used to have our little clubs that was in our little downtown area, and there's this guy called Red or something like that. I forgot that. Something Red, and he would set up the grill every night and sell pork chop sandwiches when you get out the club. And then when I tell you this dude had a 357 on his side out there slinging pork chop sandwiches. And this was the best pork chop sandwich you ever had in your life, lying around the corner. You didn't even want to go to the club. You just went out to get a pork chop
sandwich.
That dude it was a guy who did something similar, but he had like ribs, pork chops, all of that. But he used to pull up outside of free lines. When I tell you, like I say, same thing. He had the thing on him, because I promise it was some niggatry going on out there. But
you
man,
already know.
You gonna come out there drunk? And you get a pork chop sandwich? What?
Ready.
You sober now? You sober. That's to soak all that up.
That's how you got home safe.
Exactly. Like I said before, and then you ride home with the bone in your mouth.
Eating. Good. Feeling
just
real
sucking
good
on
about
it.
yourself.
And look, if plenty of times you done woke up with that same bone still in your mouth the next morning, you like, damn, it's still good.
Oh man.
I was always scared of choking, so I always put mine. I was like, I don't want to choke to death.
When I went to Jamaica, Jamaica was similar to that too, where they just be outside the club. They would have they would have coconut drinks, which got all the fucking electrolytes you need. You be drunk as shit. And you drink one of them coconut joints with the electrolytes, you good. I'm good for a second round. Of course, I ain't no drinker, but this is what they tell me. And we have the jerk chicken.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Jerk chicken up on a barrel on the side of the road. Come on, man.
Right. It's
amazing.
When you're in Jamaica, there is nowhere that you can go where you won't find a dude selling jerk chicken on side the street. Period. And so, like, if you hungry and you just like, yo, pull over and get this jerk chicken. You get that jerk chicken, you be like, damn, this is the best.
It'd be $1. It'd be like $1. Like $1. Like what?
Let me tell you how serious niggas is about chicken. When I was in country, we in Iraq. We used to have this little dude we used to call Habib, little kid about 6 or 7. Give him about $10, and this man come back with 5 or 6 whole chickens, and he could have killed all of us, but we did not give a fuck. You say, you know what we've been eating, and you finna go get us some chicken? Shit.
Here you go, bro.
So he could have gave y'all the straight cyanide sides.
And we would have been
like, yeah. The seasoning is amazing. It's to die for.
To die for.
Oh shit.
Motherfucking chicken.
Yeah.
Where did he get it from? Where did he get the whole chicken from, though? Did he just go home?
Somebody was out there plucking them bitches.
Oh, God.
And so he would bring y'all. And so he would bring y'all back a couple whole chickens.
Yeah, right up the street. $2. $2 a chicken.
What? Yeah.
He probably would have killed me.
He wasn't fucking up his business for that. He's like, listen, I finally found the place they got all the niggas at.
That's how you can. If you ever go to these other countries and you trying to get something, like you need to make friends with a local. That's how you get the weed. Like, hey, cuz.
But see, I'm scared the first time they're gonna bring me back something that ain't quite weed.
No.
We stepped off the plane.
That's funny because
you want some of that? I got that good.
Yeah, we was in Jamaica, right? And so we went on an excursion, right? So we went to ride the dune buggies, right? And so before we even got off the bus, there was a lady rolling joints.
Old lady.
Oh, she was old as fuck. And I think she winked at the bad guy before he even got off the bus.
Listen,
I got you.
As soon as I got off the little bus, she looked at me. She said, and I looked at her and I said, she walked over there,
Hey, here's
tapped me on the shoulder.
How well they rolled it?
rolled it up for me.
They rolled amazing. I bet you they were like the best roll blunt you've ever seen.
Yo,
listen, that thing survived the whole Doombucket ride till we made it to the waterfall. It was all over. Like we got to the waterfall out there, high as a kite.
Oh man,
regular weed.
No. And this is what's even funnier was that like we were out there, right? We had already, the bad guy had bought a couple joints, somebody else had bought a couple joints, so we all just smoking. Who want to smoke? We passing or whatever. We get out to one of the little, ponds or whatever, and the dude is like, "Hey, you can get in the water, whatever. Hey, y'all want to smoke something?" And he pulled out. He didn't pull out a bush out his goddamn pocket. So he's like, "Who got paper?" And my man's, he was like, "Yo, I got rolling paper." And so this dude then rolled us up a couple more joints, lit them
straight off the tree. Look, he done plucked that shit straight off his little garden.
Because part of his tour was he took us around to where they grow. So we out there at the weed farm looking at all of his bushes,
different strains,
and we like, yo, so you didn't just plucked it, and basically he had plucked it off the bush, rolled it for us. We didn't smoked it. We didn't smoke bad guys' joints. We didn't smoke his joints. You on like a level 10 high, riding the Doombucket
through the mud,
going to a waterfall
all over the place
in Jamaica. You like, I don't give a fuck.
When we rode that Dune buggies, when I tell you I was on a mission to tear that shit up, I'm hitting all the bumps. I'm hitting all the points.
Yo, here's what happened. They let me lead, so I was leading. And so the little tour guide guy, he pulled off to the side and he just waved me, come on. And then he peeled off and went all the way down the line.
Yeah, he was on a motorcycle or something.
A moped. So, he can't go through all that. And so I said, "Oh, he gone?"
This nigga.
I put my foot to the floor and I just took off. So these cats were behind me.
It's like, I guess we doing that then. Now everybody got mud all over. We threw mud on everybody.
Look, and my wife was wearing a pair of white pants. And
them pants were right when we got done.
Right. After we were done, them pants was brown. Cause like I had hit every mud puddle and everything. I had took my shirt off. I was like, that's useless. Everything else that was worth something we had put in the trunk. I was like, yo, let's get it.
Man, dude was out in Jamaica with the shirt off smoking blood. This was a concert.
I don't think Ryan didn't wear
Ryan was looking for his shirt off. He was looking for he's like, "Oh my god, my shirt's so dirty."
No.
I remember the picture of Ryan. I'm like, man, you're straight flexing. Like, so is the resort this way or that way?
I had basically I had got off the plane and I said, "Yo, I've been working out. This shirt is useless. Let's get it. It's on." So I'm out here
killing
smoking blunts, drinking drinks, red stripes. I'm good. Best week of my life.
Them red stripes and that whiskey.
Oh,
and that red stripe.
Yeah, what swole me off weed though. The reason why I can't, we halfway over now. Before we left, they had a little shop that they took you to. That this shop is a competition shop on growing the strongest weed and different strands of weed. And I went in there. Let me buy 3 of these and these. They got trophies and shit on the wall. I bought this blunt. Let me try this. Me and the other cat that went back with us and Ryan, we got back to the resort. We smoked that blunt. Like, I don't never want to smoke weed again in my life. You can. We didn't even finish the blunt. You can have this shit. I'm done.
The lady told us, she was like, "Yo, this blunt right here is you got some uppers and downers." And she was like, "Yo, this is a downer. It'll put you to sleep." So these cats bought one, and so we sitting around in the smoking area. We done lit this blunt. They all done got some puffs. I'm hitting it too. They were like, "I gotta go, man. I'm going back to the room."
It felt like my soul was coming out my body. my wife looking at me like I'm crazy as hell. I'm on the bed like this, trying to go see Jesus. I thought I was lifted up. I thought I was getting raptured. I just knew I was getting raptured. That shit was over with for me.
You got high at the party that time, and you were just sitting over there like,
yo.
You like, "Jay, you all right?" You like,
"I'm good."
Are you talking about at Lita's house? Oh man, he was on a roll too. And Ron was like, "Hey man, leave him alone. You might get knocked out."
No,
and Country Boy was like, "Hey, I'm on a roll here, so I get it. I get it."
And no, Mike, Country Boy was eating that shit up because like everything that Country Boy said, Jay was like laughing at it like it was the best joke he had ever heard. So this cat was pulling out all his jokes and was talking about him and doing everything. I'm sitting here telling this guy, like, look, man.
I got another one. Hold on. I got another one.
Yeah. I'm sitting there telling this guy, I'm like,
hey, I got my joke book. Wait.
That's why you leave these young kids around. I was outside. I swear I can hear individual crickets talking to each other. And I'm like, this shit is strange. What the hell is going on? I can understand. These motherfuckers is talking to each other. I got to go in the house and sit down. As soon as I get in the house and sit down, there his ass go.
He didn't move, talk, do nothing. He was just
I'm trying to get my life together.
He was, and I'm sitting here telling Country Boy, I'm like, look, man, leave this man alone because you never know when he might hit the like just turn on a dime and get up and just hit your ass. And I was like, man, you better look out because if he hit your ass, I'm not jumping in there. You know what
I was like, if he hits me, I earn that shit.
I'm on the roll. These are good. These are some good ones.
I ain't got that type of personality. I was just real chill, and everything was real slow.
Because it was like he was in another universe. We was like, is he up? He good?
Because
the bad guy's life was chopped and screwed that night.
I'm like, you know what? This ain't for me. I got to cut this out.
No.
I'll just drink. I'm a drinker.
Him and the other guy that we went to Jamaica with, they did the same thing. We was out there in Jamaica. She had gave us again. She was like, she didn't even classify. She was like uppers
and down.
She just said uppers and downers. That's what she called it. And she's like, one of them is a mixed. So them cats had got that stuff and they had smoked it and they were twisted. And they was like, yo, man, let's go up to the, because they was having at the resort, they just had a party every night pretty much. And so they was like, yo, man, take us to the party. And I was like, yo, are y'all sure y'all can walk? Because these cats was like, I don't know.
I was going sideways.
I was like, yo, y'all just follow me. I'll get y'all back to the party. These cats got to the party, and you know how like the music is on one level, but you moving at the level 2 to 3 levels below it.
You listen on the fourth beat, like.
So,
I had to catch a pole. I can see the sound waves.
And so
I remember being so high one time. This is how you know when you out the game. When you come out the game, when you retire from smoking, and you try to like unretire. And you realize the strains and technology has changed so much. You get right back into this game thinking you're the same person you was when you used to smoke. And I remember the last time I got this is the time where I was like, yo, I need to hang the belt up because it's a wrap. Because I was sitting there thinking about stuff and I would just blurt things out like a crazy. Mama said George Clinton don't watch that.
Oh no, I got one better. What I did was one time
got on boots.
I had went to Colorado, right? So weed is legal in Colorado. So I went to Colorado and I said, you know what? I want to try a vape pen. So I want to buy the wax that goes in a vape pen. So I bought the wax. I bought my own vape pen and I filled that shit up and I would smoke it. When that shit it's basically like 85 to 92% THC. So it's basically the shit that gets you high. That's it. So like I was smoking my pen, like it's a vape. I got so high that I was walking around telling people I was high. I was walking around.
I'm high.
Hey man, I'm high as fuck. Do you know I'm high as fuck? I don't even know. I can't even feel my feet.
I'm gonna tell you what gets you like that is the goddamn edibles. Them damn edibles, you be thinking, oh, these are gummy edibles. That sounds fun. These are peanut butter cups. That sounds fun. I'm gonna eat all of them. You will be high for 72 hours and you ain't never in your life went to sleep and woke up high. You know how problematic that is for you. your body, when you wake up, you're like, why am I still like this? What is going on?
Yo, to be honest with you, that's how we were in Jamaica because
I ain't never had no edible. I want one, but
country boys should never have edibles. You don't eat a portion of nothing. Edibles are gonna jack you up.
I remember I read there was an edible. I was listening to another podcast and he was like, there was a particular edible that says that take half because you can't uneat edibles. And I was like, I looked that up. And sure enough, I looked it up, and on the back, there's a warning label saying that you cannot uneat these. To take it easy, only eat half. I'm like, I didn't really know that if it's like that, I don't need none of this. I don't need none of this. This is devil.
Because you eat the package.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat all of it. I'm hungry. I'm greedy.
Oh man,
hilarious. Weed, it's horrible when you bake it. Weed is horrible. It's like it's not made for you to ingest it like this. So it tastes terrible.
When you go to Jiho, that's what people do. Is because like we went to Jiho with some people and they had.
I mean, you smile real tough, like
Hey, some of us gotta make sure our high people and drunk people get back to their respective rooms safely. So not all of us.
So we just know that's not you.
Okay, so you're in
gonna help you back. We're gonna help you back to the car.
Right. So you're in the help. You're in the help stage.
No, we don't believe you.
Yeah, my friend. Okay.
No,
I can tell you was for certain. People gonna be drunk. Like they're gonna be drunk
and high
since Thursday to Sunday. Waking up Sunday.
Still drunk.
I'm attacking my liver.
I've been saving up for this all year.
Yeah, I've been
exactly. I've been drinking my water. I've been eating good. I've been, working out a little bit just to make sure my body is ready. Because like in Charlotte, I can drink, like nobody else. When I go back home, for some reason, I am sloppy. I'm coming out of the club like.
Well, see. But that's because you drinking that moonshine when you get back home. Because I'll never forget the time me and the bad guy had some moonshine, right? We was with a friend, and he was like, he put it in a in a gin bottle. So we thought it was gin. So we up here drinking it, thinking it's gin or whatever, and he's like, no, that's moonshine.
Got that taste to it. You be like,
moonshine.
Nigga.
I feel like I'm going blind.
That shit was going down like water. And then you're like, you know what? I'm a little too drunk too fast. Something ain't right here. What is this?
When I tell y'all
at the vineyard place, when I was drinking the muscadine wine, I was like, what is this bitch shit? It's like no.
Don't do it, sir.
I am way too drunk right now.
Right. Country boy needs to remember, you also can't undrink wine.
No, you can't.
Wine will get you. Wine will have you like,
you can't undrink it. Once it's down, it's down. You can't undrink it.
You gotta sip it and spit it out. What? That is not what they told me. That's not what they told me. They give me wine.
No.
And it was
wine.
You're supposed to swirl it and smell it, and you were supposed to go swish it around in your mouth and spit it out.
I went with Creamer and DJ, and they were like,
"They not swishing and spitting either. What are you talking about?"
No, they were drinking it too, but they were fine. I was not fine. I was like, babe.
This ain't it.
Right.
No, Cassandra said one time she had a friend who bought her some wine that was like 16% alcohol.
Jesus.
I'm like, wine? It's 16%? And she was like, the whole reason why the friend brought it was because she was like, yo, I can't drink this alone. I gotta have some other people help me finish this off because this will have you on your ass. And she was thinking to herself like, yo, I can't drink this because, you drink 1 or 2 glasses at 16%. You ain't gonna be able to make it home. You can't drive. What can you do?
What's a typical Proof on, I don't know. You trying to
wine is about 4.
I would say 5 or 6 max.
4, 5. Yeah, 5 is about the max. I've found some wines that have been close to 8.
Drunk joint. That's pretty much moonshine then.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. We took Karima to a vineyard last year for her birthday, and they had some wines that were up there on the proofs where even she was like, yeah, you just like, she was like, oh yeah. Ooh. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
Let me get this together.
Or it's just like if you find a bourbon connoisseur, because like my brother and his people, they're bourbon connoisseurs. So they go through a bunch of bourbons and they introduced me to some bourbons, and the shits be like 100 proof. So that should be like 50% alcohol. So like, you at the point where like you basically get a couple swigs of that and you
could do, and which ones is up there with 100 proof? Like, what are the name of these? I need to know.
They gave me some Knob Creek.
Okay,
that's
heard
one of them.
Hold on. Let me write these down for.
There was another one. I can't remember the name of it, but it was made by one of the slaves who helped Jack Daniels.
Uncle Nearest.
Yes, Uncle Nearest. Yo, I had like
the most slave name ever.
It is.
Look, and like this stuff, this stuff was it was smooth, but after one glass, you was done. You was on your ass. I was like, yo, I gotta get me some of this shit. Let me go see. The only way you can,
He ain't got no sense. He over there doing his best slave. Hey, you know it's 100 proof. 100 proof. Get you 100 proof.
You know, hey, I watched Django yesterday too. Shit.
I gotta watch Django. I love that movie.
Django's my shit. It's on Netflix now.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it is. I think I did watch it on Netflix.
Oh,
it's like, Big Daddy, you want me to treat him like white folks?
No. What's the little slow boy up the street? Jerry. Treat him like your cheek.
Jerry.
Okay, Big Daddy. That movie is great.
That is
you know the town that they went to is where I'm from, Greenville, Mississippi.
Really?
Greenville?
Yeah.
We went to when we were in Louisiana. We went to some of the plantations, and one of the plantations down there was the house that Big Daddy was in, and the it was like an education and like slavery museum, and the slavery museum interior of the house was used in Django, and near the end when he got hung upside down when they were going to take his balls off after he got caught, that was the workshop on the plantation too. This is somewhere outside.
She said she got some 11.5 Pinot Grigio.
Not the Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that'll sneak up on you, bro.
For 2 hours, and I gotta go see Baby Boy. So, Chelsea giving me that look. He's like,
give you that side eye, right?
Hey, cut the shit, cut the feed.
Like just end it. Like we better be like, hey, Mike, that's great. Where Mike go? Mike,
I done got snatched out like a Sandman.
He didn't disappear on my ass.
With Thurman wants to do these amateurs on amateur night at the strip club.
Oh yeah, with the hood.
Get your ass off the stage.
Get off the stage.
You know what? I want you to go, and I want you to tell us. Come here to the cut, and give us commentary on how it went, and take the bad guy with you, so he can be like, okay, exactly that way. It happened.
Yeah, we need a witness. We need a second. I'm telling you,
strip club in Charlotte. So I'd go just for the show.
Look, we might have to.
If you go to Onyx, they're gonna search your car. Like this ain't a regular ass strip club. Like when you pull up, they searching the trunk, they searching the car, and then you get the park, and they search your ass again. Like they're not playing no games. They're not playing no.
Oh man,
I ain't against this.
Yeah. Because when that first happened to me, I was like, what y'all doing? Why? I mean, they came like. I'm like, what you doing? Can I park over there? Is my question. Why you got your gun out?
Oh yeah, pull up to the front, they like, open your trunk. Nigga, that seems intrusive. Why? We went, Shantae had a friend, I guess they went to school. I think she might have used to go to A&T or anyway. All I remember is I was in the car, I was driving, we dropping her. She used to be a stripper. I don't know her, but just know her. And we just dropped her off. And they were like, open your trunk. Nigga, I don't want to do nothing. I'm going home. Open your trunk. But I'm saying, you're not listening to me. I'm not going to do nothing. I'm dropping somebody off and I'm leaving. Open your okay, because you scared. You scared.
DP say where her t-shirt at?
Yep.
I'm gonna find out. You know it comes from Teespring, and they make them shits the fucking order. I'm trying to see if I can find a better spot that I can have more granularly make better designs, because I don't really know what I'm doing. Unless one of you guys are really good at this sort of thing, I would love for you to help me make t-shirts, because I don't know what I'm doing.
The problem is are you ready to carry that inventory?
No, we got to find a place that makes the order. Like, the only place we can use is someone that makes the order, because we're not carrying no t-shirts. The only way we're carrying t-shirts is going somewhere, like we're doing like a live show. Then
like you said, the podcast got to blow up a little bit before we start carrying.
Carrying.
Like, hey man, you got an extra large? Hold on. I got you right here, cuz. I got you right here.
I'm sorry. But
wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So that's the stripper that you was dropping off?
No.
I was over there trying to click on her profile picture to see her picture.
That's Kenny. That's Kenny people.
Cream
is how I know Kenny. And
let me slide over here and look at these pictures.
Mike was fucking up. Look,
I just know she said put the business out there. I was like, yo, the only business he threw out there was he dropped the stripper off. So wait, are you the stripper? Wait, we need to go. Facebook, let's go.
I don't really know her. I don't know her name. She's one of Shantae's friends. So
just left us hanging. The show had just got good. We thought we was finna get some free pictures, and you don't even know the girl name.
No, we had the OnlyFans. Well, I thought we was about to have OnlyFans, connect.
Any better? I think she still works there.
You need to come with us so we can get in and be like, hey, we know.
Wait. Who still works there? Wait, who? I missed something. Who still works there?
The person I dropped off that night. I think she still works there.
Oh, okay. But she's not Karima, though.
No.
Not Karima.
Oh, okay. Somebody different.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yo, country boy, do you remember when Onyx used to be Club 2001?
Is that the one that used to have dudes in there? Because they used to have dudes and females in there.
Yeah,
they would go to the dudes. Yeah, because it was the club.
Yeah, they would drop the curtain or whatever, and half of it was male.
In the front, it used to be a female strip club. In the back, it was like,
okay, I didn't get to the back part. I was like, whoa.
I'm about to say, hey, whoa. I'm not judging you. Hey, whatever you want to be.
As soon as you go through the curtains, dick swinging. Oh, Jesus!
No, because like that actually happened to some cats because they didn't know that for the females you go to the other side of the curtain, and so they would.
It was a club in the middle, right? It was just a regular club in the middle, though, right?
Yeah. It used to do all of that. It used to be a club. It used to be a strip club, and then like in the back. Used to be like, and then every once in a while,
be a regular club with all that going on in the front and the back.
That's why they don't do it no more. Like, what are we doing? And every once in a while, they used to have like lockup where it would just be like all females, and they just shut the shit down and just be females in there with the strippers, male strippers.
Oh man! Anyway, I was like, this club is multi-purpose.
Yeah, like
correct.
It's Army Night club over here.
Y'all doing a lot in here. And then and during the CI, they used to get reckless. During the CI, they used to $100 a head.
They still doing that. That's why that's the reason why I ain't never been to Onyx. Somebody told me you had to pay $50 a park and they were charging you $100 a door. Let me tell you what I'm not going to do is give you my money before I get in the strip club.
But here's the thing: if you go to Onyx after 2 was literally the only fucking thing to do. Like after they stopped serving drinks, Onyx was still open, shaking that ass. So they got nothing else to do. Where you gonna go?
Midnight Diner.
Going home.
No, you're gonna go to Midnight Diner.
Oh, wow.
Midnight Diner.
I'm trying to think.
Midnight Diner.
Waffle House.
I don't think I've ever paid to get in the strip club. Like that don't sound right. Like you want me to spend money to get in here and then spend more money when I get in here.
Well, and insult me when I don't tip. Oh, why y'all weak ass niggas not up in here tipping, man? These ladies working hard. Hey, brother.
Hey,
I just got in. Let me sit down.
Bam used to own a strip club, and I used to get in for free. They used to be like, hey, daddy, you want to dance? Bitch, no, I got in here for free. I'm working on nothing.
my uncle owned this place.
I know the owner.
I'm here.
I know the owner. He gave me chicken wings and soda, and I got in here for free. And I get to say you shake your ass up on stage, and he got the fight on. Come on, cuz I'm living a dream.
Look, no tip, Mike.
Look, be glad if I come up with some dollar bills just for the fun of it. You know what I'm saying?
The worst part about it is I would go in there sometimes, and Pops would be in there, and you be like,
"Oh,
okay, and it's time to go home." And
then Pops at the stage having a great time.
Hey,
you like, come on.
This is a story for another day. But I promise you, the next time we do the cut, I'll talk about Pops in the strip club.
Tomorrow? Wait, tomorrow?
Nah, not tomorrow. Since okay, so since baby boy close to coming home sometime in next couple of days or so, something like that.
Okay.
We're probably gonna have to. I don't know about these Sundays. I'm making concessions to do today. But
oh no. Yeah.
Let's get the Sunday. Let's see how she feel. We play it by ear.
Look, I text y'all if something popping.
Yeah, I'll text you popping. And
just have your phone near.
Yeah, just have your phone near. I'll let you know. I got you.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
so country boy, you will be busy next Sunday.
Yeah, most likely. Most likely next Sunday is not gonna happen. But we're still playing it right
boy, you need to Google what next Sunday is.
I think look, all of us need to Google
all
next Sunday.
Like, what's next Sunday?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. So none of y'all get killed and cussed out.
No, wait a minute. No. We're gonna do like y'all this because of the corona.
Yeah,
we're gonna do just like y'all do us on Father's Day. Get out the grill. You hungry? Something need to be done before we get this Father's Day going.
Do something. May 10th is Mother's Day 2020.
I'm about to make her the finest macaroni necklace. It's about to be
okay.
You're gonna get this fire card homemade with the crayons and the color pencils, bro.
With the kid's signature on it.
That morning, don't let it be that night and you break out this card.
My mama don't even live in Charlotte, so hey.
Amazon.
I got like a window. I got a window.
Exactly. I'm still selling something.
You know, ours is a little bit more high.
Start showing up for her to go on the porch. Yeah. Mm-hmm. On the porch. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
no problem.
Right, yeah. Next week is canceled, but tomorrow.
It's open.
Let me soften it. Yeah, we work on it. Anyway,
get up, see baby boy.
This has been awesome. You guys, hey, anybody still here? Please subscribe. Please go to our Patreon channel. We take cash. We got gear. We got all this stuff. So check us out. It's on our link, our link tree, I think. Anyway, we got a new episode. We got a new episode out about Black creators, all that fun stuff. Check us out and peace.
Deuces.